Good afternoon, students. We are continuing with exercise 10.3. Yesterday, unfortunately, because of time, I only gave you only two questions. Okay. Today, we are going to discuss some more questions of the same exercise, exercise 10.3. Once again, let me remind you, all the questions of exercise 10.3 are to be done in your homework copy. You can practice them everywhere, anywhere, but these questions are to be done in your homework copy only. Question number 6. Question number 6 is in figure PQRS is of parallelogram, find x and y. Find x and y. So first of all, once again, let me draw the figure for you. We have a parallelogram which is named as PQRS. This parallelogram is P Q R S and it have two diagonals QS and PR. Okay, and the intersecting point of intersection of both of these diagonals is O. What is given to us is length. 1 minute. I named it incorrectly. Let me name it as it is given in the book. P is here, Q, R and S. Now what is given to us in the diagram is length SO is 20 centimeter. Then OQ is x plus y. Then PO length is 15 centimeter and length RO is y plus 3. You don't need to write this only. Okay. And one more thing, students, with every question there should be an associated diagram. Okay, I'm drawing diagram for each and every question. Whenever possible, draw the diagram associated with that question. Okay, and the diagram should be neat. There should be no overwriting in your diagrams. Now, starting with, once again in this question also, we are going to use one of the properties of the parallelogram. The property that we are going to use in this question is diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. The property that we are going to use here is diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. What do we mean by bisect? Bisects mean O is the midpoint of SQ as well as PR. Okay. So we will write down the solution. Let us start with the solution. Since we know that what do we know? The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So what will be happening in this case? In this case, SO and OQ will be equal. SO is equals to OQ. But before that, let me take the another pair. PO and RO will also be equal. Length PO and RO are also equal. That means PO was 15 centimeter, RO was y plus 3. So by solving this, we can easily determine the value of y. That will be 12 centimeter. And doing the same thing for another set of lines, SO and OQ, and SO length and OQ length are equal. Why are they equal? Once again, because the diagonals are bisecting each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisecting each other. What do we mean by bisect? Dividing into two equal parts. 20 is equals to x is x, y is 12. So value of x will be 8 centimeter. You subtract 12 from 20, you get 8 centimeter. So these are the values of x and y. Okay. Moving on to next question. Next is question number 7. So what is question number 7? Let me write it down for you. The parameter of a parallelogram is the parameter of a parallelogram is 36 centimeter. If the longer side is 4 centimeter more than the smaller side, if the longer side is 4 centimeter smaller than the if the longer side is 4 centimeter more than the smaller, if the longer side is 4 centimeter more than the smaller, find the length of sides of parallelogram. Find the length of sides of parallelogram. Okay. So let us start with the solution. The parameter of a parallelogram is 36 centimeter. Okay. So for this parallelogram, its parameter is 36 centimeter. First of all, let me draw the diagram for you. This here is the parallelogram. Parallelogram is, let me name it ABCD. We are given that its parameter is 36 centimeter. Now for a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. If this side is x, this side is also x. If this side is y, this side is also y. Okay, as you can see in the diagram, the longer side is AB, the shorter side is AD. First of all, we will write, since for a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, since for a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, okay, that means A, B and DC are equal and both are equal to x. Let both the length are equal to x. Similarly, AD length and BC length are also equal and let both are also equal to y. Okay. So after doing this, AB and DC are x, ADC and BC are y. Let us see the question. In question, it is saying that parameter of the parallelogram is 36 centimeter. Okay, since parameter is equal to 36 centimeter. So what are the sides of this parallelogram? AB is x plus BC is y plus CD is x plus AD is y. Sum of all these sides should be equal to 36 centimeter. So going on from then, twice of x, x plus x is 2x, y plus y will be 2y, plus twice of y should be equal to 36 centimeter. Then twice of x plus y should be equal to 36 centimeter and x plus y is equals to 18 centimeter. Now so How is x plus y 18 centimeter and twice of x plus y 36 centimeter, sir? Because beta, this 2 is transported to the denominator of RHS. See, 2 is in multiplication with x plus y. 2 here is in multiplication with x plus y. So when we transport 2 to the right hand side, the sign between the number at the right hand side and the 2 becomes division. So 36 is divided by 2 and then it becomes x plus y is equals to 18 centimeter. One more thing, this 2x and 2y, you do not multiply 36 with two 2's. You do not say that सर पहले x वाला 2 से डिवाइड कर देंगे फिर y वाला 2 से डिवाइड कर देंगे और आंसर आ जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं होता. First of all, you have to take the common. When you have the numbers in multiplication form, there are two numbers which are being multiplied and the answer is 36. So dividing 36 by one number, we will get the value of the second number. Okay, please don't get confused with the calculation part, because calculation part is the essence of mathematics. If you get confused there, you will not get any concept. So we get x plus y is 30, x plus y is 18 centimeter. Now what is given to us is that the longer side is 4 more than smaller side. Also, longer side is x, longer side is 4 more than smaller side. Okay, so we will simplify it. Longer side is x and smaller side is y. So longer side is x 4 plus y. So you can say, in using this in above equation, you don't have to write down the arrow. I just made it to make it clear. In place of x, I will write down 4 plus y. In place of y, y as it is equals to 18. So this will be 2y is equals to 18 minus 4. Y plus y is 2y. 4 is transported to right hand side. So this is 2y is equals to 18 minus 4 is 14. And now value of y is 7 centimeter. And x was how much? 4 plus y. Y was 7 centimeter. X will be 4 plus 7 is equals to 11 centimeter. So finally you will write down, so lengths of parallelogram are 11 centimeter and 7 centimeter. Lengths of parallelogram are 11 centimeter and 7 centimeter. Let us start with the next question. Next is question number 8. In question number 8, we have a figure. First of all, let me draw the figure. There is a parallelogram PQRS. And there is another parallelogram inside it. Let us name them. This was P, Q, R, S. This angle here is 60 degree. This point is L, M, N. Now let us see the question. Question is, in the given figure, PQRS and LMNQ are parallelograms if angle Q is 60 degree. Find angle L, angle M, angle P, angle S, angle R. Okay. We have to determine all other angles if the angle Q is 60 degree. Okay, so I am just explaining it to you. I hope you can write this down by yourself. First of all, I will talk about the larger parallelogram, that was PQRS. First of all, I will talk about that. We will determine it all of its interior angle. This is P, Q, R, S, and angle Q we had 60 degree. And after that, we will talk about the other parallelogram LM and Q. So first of all, for parallelogram PQRS, because opposite angles are equal, therefore angle Q and angle S will also be equal. You have to write down these properties of parallelogram as you do your question. Secondly, for a parallelogram, adjacent angles are supplementary. That means angle Q plus angle R is equals to 180 degree. Q is 60 degree, angle R will be 120 degree. And P is, because it is opposite to angle R, it is also 120 degree. In the same manner, you can try to do for the smaller parallelogram. For this also, angle M will be 60 degree, angle N will be 120 degree, and angle L will be 120 degree, using the same concept. Okay. There is question number 4, first part, that is to be done in this way only. I hope you get it. You have to figure it down by yourself. Next is question number 9. Question number 9 is, again, let me draw the figure for you. This is A, B, C and D. This angle is given to you as 110 degree. What is given to us is AB and DC are parallel. This is given like this. This sign means angle D is 90 degree. What is given to us is AB length and DC length are parallel to each other. Find the measures of angle A and B. Find angle A and angle B. Once again, I will just show you how to this question as well. You will do this by yourself in your homework copy. So we are going to use again the co-interior angle property of lines. These two are parallel lines. This is point A, this is point D, and this is the transversal. This angle is given to you as 90 degree. You know that by co-interior angles, why are we applying co-interior angles? Because AB line and DC line are parallel to each other. This is point C, this is point D. So that means angle A plus angle D should be equal to 180 degree. Similar sort of concept can be applied to these two lines. This is point B, this is C, this is D, this is A. This angle is given to as 110 degree, and we have to determine the value of angle B. So angle B can be determined as 70 degree. How? Angle B plus angle C will also be equal to 180 degree. Why? Because these are also a pair of co-interior angles. Angle B and angle C are also a pair of co-interior angles. So their values can be determined like this. Okay, I guess there should be no problem regarding these. We can easily determine the value of angle A as 90 degree and value of angle B as 70 degree. Okay, there should be no problem from now on. You have to write these question fairly in your class homework copy. Next is question number 10. Okay, once again let me draw the diagram for you. this is A, B, C, D, E and F. This here is 90 degree. This one is also 90 degree. This is angle Z. This is angle X. Here it is 40 degree. This is Y. The question is, in the given figure, ABCD is a parallelogram ABCD is a parallelogram. In this parallelogram, CE is perpendicular to AB. CE is this line. This line CE is perpendicular to AB. I have written AD. This is AB. CF is perpendicular to AD. From C point, there is CF that is also perpendicular to AD. That means angle E and angle F are both 90 degree. And angle BCE is equal to 40 degree. Find the values of X, Y and Z. Find the values of X, Y and Z. So let us start with the solution. Okay. See, in this diagram we have two triangles, two right triangles. One is triangle ECB and another one is FCD. Okay. These are two right triangles. We will start with first of all triangle EBC and then we will move on to other triangles. So we will start with in triangle EBC. In triangle EBC, what will be happening in triangle EBC? X plus angle CEB plus 40 degree will all be equal to 40 degrees angle ECB will all be equal to 180 degree. Why so? Angle sum property of triangle. Okay, so X plus 90 degree. Why is it 90 degree? Because this is a right angle. Plus 40 degree because it is given to us is all equal to 180 degree. That means value of X can be 50 degree. Once you simplify it, you will get the value of angle X as 50 degree. You have to simplify the calculation part by yourself and you will get the value of X as 50 degree. Fine. So moving on, after the value of X, we can say that since opposite angles of parallelogram are equal, opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. That means Z is equals to X is equals to 50 degree. After this, we will say that adjacent angles. Okay, we have come to Z. Now, in triangle FDC, in triangle FDC, Z plus angle F is 90 degree, and let me name this angle, write down its name, angle CFD plus angle FCD is all equal to 180 degree. Once again, angle sum property. Z was determined as 50 degree. Angle F is 90 degree plus angle FCD is equals to 180 degree. In this manner, you get the value of angle FCD as 40 degree. Okay, why did we determine it? Because the question has not asked about it. We determined it in order to find the value of y. Now we will say that adjacent angles of parallelogram are supplementary. Since adjacent angles of parallelogram are supplementary, okay, that means angle C plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. Angle B was determined as 50 degree, so angle C will be equal to 130 degree. Now angle C is angle BCE. Angle C is divided in three parts: angle BCE plus Y plus angle FCD. Angle C is divided into three parts: angle BCE plus Y plus angle FCD. So angle C, we already know the value of angle C. Angle C was 130 degree is equals to BCE was 40 degree plus Y plus 40 degree. So in this manner, Y can be determined as 130 degree minus 40 degree minus 40 degree. That will be 50 degree. So the value of all three x, y, z in this question is 50 degree. Okay. So that's all for now. Try to do question number 11. Okay. We'll continue with the rest of the question tomorrow. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day.